Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Like It Really Is with Bamboo and Friends. I am your host for today and for every day. I'm always going to be your host. Well, I just want to say welcome to the show and welcome to our platform. We appreciate you guys for stopping in and checking out what we got. As you see, I got my new my merch. Looks pretty good to me. It's Like It Really Is shirts. We have now merch. That fist is for power. You know what I mean? That's what that fist is for. So it's like strength. You know, if you can dig it, can you dig it? All right, listen. It's Monday, November 22nd, and it's the new week. You know, things are starting up again. People are going back to work again. Some people worked over the weekends. God bless your soul. Facebook. Um, God bless your soul for working 7 days a week. Some people really work hard. Today we're going to be talking about grudges, holding grudges and stuff like that. And then we're going to talk about something that I talked about earlier today is for the love of my children, for the love of my children. And I'm going to break it down to you what I feel and what I'm thinking about that. So let's get things revved up over here. Let's get everything revved up and get things together. We got big things happening on this channel. Big things happening on this channel. So it would behoove you to just stick around and be a part of. Remember, if you're on Facebook, please, if you're on Facebook, go and hit that bell. All right, hit that bell and subscribe. We are. I thank everybody for subscribing. I think we have now 50 people subscribed now. So, a round of applause. Hold up, because I am that dude. Okay, so a round of applause for you guys. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in the way I want to do it. All right. So, um, yeah, we about to get into it today. We're gonna have a conversation about those topics and but first, like I said, I want to give a special shout out to um, all of my peoples like Thomas Blackwell. He's going to be on the show. Give a shout out to him. I want to give a shout out to everyone that's lost somebody. We're in some real trying times right now, and people are going through a lot of stuff, struggling. Let me put this chain out here. I think that's what I'm missing. People are going through a lot of stuff. People are struggling. People don't know. They're not. The food is not a lot of food in the house anymore. Food is expensive, gas expensive. People are losing their mind. People are shooting people, stabbing people, all kinds of stuff going on. You know, um, sometimes I don't even delve into like to the news and stuff like that and bring it to you too much of it because if that was the case, I'd be on here all day, every day, because I'm in New York and I'll be talking about. It will be a never ending situation. Trust me because the things that's going on in New York and in a lot of states is something different. We're in a different time right now. We're in a different time right now, and I think we really need to. A lot of people are like blind to it; they're not really thinking about it. There's is it's a, we're in a good time, and then we're in a bad time as well. The reason why we're in a good time is because this is the time where you can create a business and you can thrive and be successful and so that's where it's a good thing you know and a lot of us as a people we feel like wow, we never get our shot, we never get our chance, but you know what, you got to work hard in order to really get these things. You know what I mean? You got to really work hard and try to make it happen you know and the only way that you're going to be able to be successful is if you work hard towards doing the things that you need to do. Let's go into the chats. I see somebody's here. Hey, Sparkle's in the building. Hey, how you doing today, Sparkle? Nita is in the building. Hey, how you doing? Love is love. Blessings, blessings. Yeah. So there's so much things going on today. Nita, I have a shirt for you. I'm going to send to you. Um, I know this is kind of I don't know if you can see it. I know it's a little out there, but this is it's a historical shirt here, which signifies that we have just started this show, and it's the beginning. Yes, there will be more shirts, and yes, it will be more stylish, and we're going to get more things for that. So listen, Nita, I got something coming to you. I just have to get it out to you. Once again, let me say this again. All right, it's amazing how we have grown. All right, we have grown. As I look at the analytics, I see that people are actually, they're actually looking at what I'm doing. They're actually paying attention, and they're actually, being involved and just coming aboard. And let me tell you something. I appreciate you guys for all the love that you guys have given me, and it doesn't go without notice. Okay, when you subscribe to my channel, you're subscribing to something that's different. I'm a different kind of individual. I come from a very positive space. I have a lot of experience when it comes down to things that I've been through in my life, and the things and the direction I'm trying to go with the show, as far as trying to maybe help someone if needed, or if someone's in need of help, or just stuck in a situation and they can't get out. Um, so really, I'm about the people. But some of my shows I try to be funny. I got because I got a sense of humor. I got a sense of humor, and I have to incorporate it in it. So and I can sing. There's a lot of things that I can do, but I can't do it all in one shot. You know what I mean? I have to take my time and actually do things, periodically, and one thing at a time. You know, but if you do stick around, if you are a part of me of what I'm doing, you're gonna see all of that. You're gonna see all of that, and definitely appreciate that. Um, okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is, and I want to say this very clearly so you guys can really understand, right? I have a lot of friends, right? But right now I have an audience of people, right? You guys might not see. You're gonna see them in a minute. I have an audience of people that cheer for me. So a lot of times they want to come up on the screen and chill out. But this is what I'm gonna do, and they're gonna be up in a second. What I want to do. Oh, I forget. Let me send this link to my dear love. First of all, let me do this first. This is for you people that have subscribed to my channel. Okay, let me tell you something. We have went from a whopping 2, 3, 4, 5 subscribers to a whopping 50 very quickly. So I want to give a round of applause, right, for all of you guys. All right, and because of what you've done, you've supported me, and I appreciate it. And it's not done without notice. We got a whopping 50. But here's the thing. I'm I appreciate the little things. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys being a part of what I'm doing. Coming to check me out and just be a part of it. And I appreciate that. So I definitely want to give you accolades for what you've done. Um, oh goodness gracious, there's a lot going on. Um, we're gonna have our co-host coming up soon. Um, and I also want to uh, give a shout out to Lisa. Lisa is definitely, she was going to come on today, but we're having some technical difficulties, but she will be back. She will be back ASAP, y'all. She will be back. So just hang in there and um, you will see that she will be back. Yes. Yeah. So once again, my background is a little fuzzy, but that's all right though, because it's all about me. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll get that together. As we wait for Rhonda to come in, let me just mention a couple of things. I have a morning show. It's the Morning Buzz with Bamboo. You can tune in at 8 a.m.? 8 a.m. in the morning. Usually, like before, I was getting up at 6 and 7, and I think I was up with the birds. And so we ain't doing that no more. We're not doing that no more. We're gonna be doing something different. As you see, up here, this is the Beach Street logo over here, and we're gonna keep that on there today. Because I am from the Beach Street era. Where are you guys from? Are you from the Beach Street era? I'm from the Beach Street era. And it's the 80s and all that stuff like that. It's all good. All right. So, um, let me do this, right? I'm gonna take my time, right? Because while Rhonda gets herself set up and gets herself together, um, there's a few things that I want to go over. And one of those things is grudges. Grudges. That's the topic. But that's really not what I want to go over. This is what I want to, for the love of my children, right? And let me tell you something, how important my kids are to me. Like, they're everything to me. They are the reason why I'm still here. They are the reason why I'm still here. They are the reason why I put down the drugs, changed my life around, became a new person, a different being. You know, um, I was a hurt being. I was a hurt person years ago. And I had to get that back again. I had to get that fire back again. And then when I looked at my kids, right, and I was like, wow, I got really some beautiful, beautiful kids. Even though they didn't know where daddy was, out there. He was doing his thing, running, doing this and that. They didn't know what their father was going through. Now let's fast forward the um the clock, right? Today, um, my kids are somewhat forgiving, but I have to give it to the one that is the most loving and forgiving to me is really my daughter. My daughter is, I thought that I was not going to have a connection with her because, and I always said to myself, my daughter needs me in this world today. You know, I don't know if any of you guys have seen my daughter. Um, she's beautiful, and my kids, all my kids are beautiful. But you know, um, my daughter, that's daddy's girl. That's daddy's girl, and the love that I feel for this young lady right here is I'm so glad, right, is that she didn't hold any grudges. I'm glad that she didn't hold any grudges against me, and she actually gave me a second chance. And I think that this is something that we need to do, um, really, in the world today, is give people a second chance. Now, don't get me wrong, your camera's moving a lot. You got to make it still. Um, Holding these grudges, is really, can be taxing on an individual. Um, and I think that's one of the conversations that we're going to basically have today is about the grudges. But let me go back to my daughter real quick and explain to you about my family situation, my kids. You know, um, in the midst of my addiction, I was zero present, zero present. In 1980, in the 80s there was you could say um, a pandemic of drugs that hit our communities like you would never believe. It took out fathers, it took out mothers, it took out a lot of people. And today it's still happening, but it's not as worse as it was back in the days. So a lot of people don't realize like a lot of the problems that we've had is it stems from the past. When you destroy a community, when you take from a community, it's like and you destroy a population. It's a domino effect, and that domino effect is going to trickle all the way to the future, right? And so what we're dealing with right now is something that was inevitable, right? I'm not saying the pandemic is an inevitable situation because that is designed, but we have to get past um, the anger, and we have to get past the grudges that we hold on to people with people. I have um, now. I'm not saying that all my kids was like my daughter. My daughter is one thing. And my sons. They don't hold grudges, but you can still feel the like you wasn't really there. Who are you? You know what I mean? And so when anybody that is recovering from anything in this world, you have to realize a couple of things, and that is that everybody is not going to always accept you back again into their lives. They're not going to always come accept you with open arms the way they used to. And I learned that this weekend. As I ventured into uh, to see family members. Um, I noticed that there was a hint and a touch of certain things. And I just want to say this part here, but then I'm gonna bring Rhonda in because Mama Rhonda, you tell it like it is. She tells that story. You know, um, Sometimes in this thing it may seem like I'm going all over the place, but let's try to keep it with my daughter first. First, let me bring up somebody, right, that you all know, right? Somebody that is um, a loving person, a loving individual. You know, um, her story is unbelievable. When you get the chance to actually to tell her story, you will be flabbergasted. Don't ask me what that word means. It just sounds good. This young lady, she has a core inside of her that she is a minister helping people. But today we're going to try to help her. Not today, but every day. We got to give her the love because she's out there. She's helping and feeling that she has this calling to give back, and that's a beautiful thing. You don't see people like this in this world anymore. So you better go get yourself some. Ladies and gentlemen, the young lady coming to the platform right now, straight out of Mount V, money earning Mount Vernon. You understand what I'm saying? She tells you like it really is. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes she bopped me up in my head. Now she done disappeared. Ain't that a blip? But that's all right. We're gonna give her a few more minutes because she's gonna come back in the backstage. She disappeared. I don't know what it was, but maybe it was the intro that got her nervous. But we're gonna give her a chance to pop right back up again. She's in my backstage, not yours. I see her, but you guys don't see it. You know. So um, now I got to do that all over again, but that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. But let me just go into this grudges situation. Um, so my boys are a little bit more tougher when it comes down to forgiving. They'll tell you they forgive you, but they really don't communicate what you call you and stuff like that, which is fine. Because You know, sometimes their kids nowadays don't really call their parents at all, and it's just something that is it's not good, but it's just the way it is. You know. Um, anyway, listen, if you're on Facebook, right, if you see this video, right, this is what I need for you guys. This is what's going to help me to prosper, help me to grow. And I can't do it without you. You know, when you come and you're on this page and you browse through, do me a favor. Um, if you're on Facebook, you got to come over to YouTube, okay? Because what's going to happen, I don't even know if I'm going to still keep my show on Facebook, tell you honestly, because it's a little, I don't know, it's just a lot more work for me to do that. So I might not be doing that. So if you are on Facebook, I got like 3,000 people over there. Yo, please go over to YouTube, like it really is with Bamboo and Friends. Subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be the first to get a notification. Now, this is what I need to be done. If you can, share it. Share the video. Share it to someone. Share it to anybody. Share it to 10 people. You know what I mean? Share it on your page. Uh, it's important. It helps me to grow. And I can also see that you're sharing, because I get notified every time you share. So yeah, definitely. I would just ask if you just do that, transfer over, you know. So again, like with my daughter, the struggle um, is real, and coming back and making amends is important. Making amends is important. You got it now? All right. So listen, let me do this one more again, and I hope she don't get nervous and press the button again. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't know. I told you already that she is a minister. She is a faith believer. She is a headstrong talk. Talk that talky talk that she'll talk some stuff to you. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of times when she's talking, she lets you know really what it is, right? She comes from a certain place. She's been to the upstairs and back again. She's seen God and came back again. Ladies and gentlemen, the girl, the lady, the woman with the smile, the woman that is your your best person on this platform. Y'all don't love me no more. Y'all love her. Let's give her a round of applause. You guys can stand up right now. I got all of my friends in the background, and they're going to stand up for this immaculate lady. Lady, I mean, immaculate. So listen, I need everybody to stand, all my white people, and let's introduce Mama Rhonda's in the place, y'all. She is here. I'm going to tear it up. I don't know what's going on. It seems to me that, you know, I keep doing that and she keeps disappearing. Oh my God, that's funny. Anyway, guys, you like my shirt? This is a shirt that was made by I Am Unlimited, Tony Roan, right? So I need you guys to go and well, if you want a shirt, you got to let me know. All right, you got to let me know. And I don't know what Rhonda's doing back there, but every time that I'm about to put her on, she disappears. So I don't know what's going on. She'll be able to explain that to you when she gets on the platform, what the heck happened. But until then, we're going to keep it going and we're going to keep it pushing, right? And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to let you know that this gentleman that made my shirt, his name is I Am Unlimited, Tony Roan. Step your shirts up. Get a pen out right now, right? Because you want to write down this email, right? Write down this email and see if he can get you some shirts. Okay. As you see, I have these shirts here in different sizes. Okay. And we also have these shirts here, which is the uh, queen queen shirts. What does it say? The queen, black queen or something like that. Right. And then if you want, if you're really in the mood, we got the B Street shirts. And if you want to be down with the B Street, we got the B Street shirts too as well. So we definitely got it going on. And let me put on this. Let me run this for you guys and check it out, man. This is I am unlimited. Step your shirts up. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Bless up, bless up, bless up. Yeah. So anyway, um, special shout out to my daughter. Love you, baby, wherever you are. And my Mikey, her son, Isaac, all love, Maurice Jr., Quentin, John and James, you know, special love to all of them. And my son Maurice's kids, special love to them too as well. Um, time waits for nobody, and nobody waits for time, right? And I gotta, I gotta really just say this, and we're gonna get into the conversation of grudges, right? A little later on. Just give me a minute. Um, this is what I really want to, really want to communicate about is that, time is waits for nobody, right? We were born, right, and eventually, somewhere in time, we're going to pass away. It's not something that is um, liked, but it is the reality of life that we live to die, and you have to make the best out of your life. Because if you don't make the best out of your life, you'll just live, you'll just be living, right? If you hold on to grudges, you know, um, you're going to be living a life of you know anger, and just it's just really not going to be that cool for you. So I mean, it doesn't pay to hold grudges with anybody. You know, um, I mean, there is some instances when you have to give people time and give people space and all of that good stuff. You know, but time it moves quickly, and we want to try to live and not die. You know, um, we want to live a successful life. Some people don't have successful lives, or they don't want a successful life. So you know, um, that's just what it is. It's a choice. But on this channel, we encourage people to stay steadfast and don't give up. And if you have a dream, just go for it. You know what I mean? Don't think that you cannot be somebody and you cannot achieve, because you can. And you can achieve right now in this time right now, because um, it's just it's it's a time for it. It works right now. You know, um, so let me give you a couple of examples of time and how time flies and how an important thing it is for you guys you know um, to really start to think about. You know, where are we spending our time? What are we doing in our lives? What are we wasting? Time are we wasting? You know, um, and these things are very important. It's very important because um, some people nowadays, their life is so short that they're not even actually making it to my age, and that's unfortunate too. So as I prepare this for you guys, I'm going to show you and help you to understand, that it is a situation that we have to go through and deal with. I'm just preparing something for you guys. I'm talking and I'm moving at the same time, so just bear with me. I will be right with you. Um, some people age very well, and some people age gradually, right? And some people um, some people they you can see what they've been through on their face. You could see the struggle on their face, and you don't want to grow up to be in that kind of a situation. You don't want to look like you have a struggle on your face, you know because it can really turn and change you around. So let's give an example. I don't know if you guys know this lady. This lady, let's see if we can let's see how we can do this. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see how we can do this. We got Rhonda coming in. We got Rhonda coming in, and she's going to bless us with some information, with some stuff. Um, but let me give you an example. This is Julie Randall, Julie Andrews, or something like that. Look, young age, right? Young age, and time has changed her to something different. You know, everybody has a certain amount of time in their life. Look at this guy. You know what this guy is? First he was on Good Times, and he's black. Look, black. Looking pretty much the same as he looked, except the gray hair, maybe a couple of wrinkles under the eyes. But he's changed. I'll be right with you, Rhonda. I see you. I see you, baby girl. I don't want you to disappear again, because there you go. You're going again. And so look at this man. This man has um, carried us on his back. This man is Sidney Poitier has carried us on his back with a lot of stuff that he's a lot of doors that he's opened up for people, and we have to give him all the accolades necessary because of his accomplishments. Now, I was hoping that I can actually be on the side with you guys, but it don't look like that's going to happen because I would like to be right there with you somewhere, but it doesn't want me to do that. So I'm just going to do it like that. All right, let's look at her. You know who that is, right? Look how age has changed her around. We're in a different time. You would never think that he would go from one level to another. Look at this man. Now look at this. Went from a beauty to an actual, that old, and look at the structure of the face, the skin, the head. So terrible. This is a guy we know. Wesley Snipes. He is aged. Look at our boy Michael. He went from a young sex symbol to a different kind of individual. But what kind of struggles are they going through that makes you, get that, have that look? It's a struggle. That's Montel Williams. Look at this. This is the guy that has the gun license and stuff like that. Are you straight now, Rhonda? Are you finished going in and out? All right, we're gonna see about that one. And then we got our good people, Betty White. She looked like this when she was younger, and she aged. Yeah. Look at this one. What a big change, right? She was like she's wearing her age on her face. And look at this young brother. So again, people, like I said, we're in a different time right now, and people really have to understand what's going on and what's real, what isn't real. We really have to stay focused on what's real and what's not real. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the front, I'm gonna call all my friends, my white people. I love you guys because you guys always show up. So we're gonna call my white people to come and give us some support here. And that was another crowd, but that's all right. They're coming back. Ladies, this woman, she's a supporter. She's got love for me. I got love for her. She's a dedicated person, been with the show for us for a long time. She's supported us through the ups and downs. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now is Robert. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up? How y'all doing?
All right, we're hanging in there. What's going on with you?
Okay, hanging in there. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but I'm here.
Yeah, nah, it's all good. I appreciate you for even showing up. Yeah, we are talking about grudges,
Okay.
and holding grudges, and
Can we say hi to your
the main
show?
thing. And so the thing is that we hold it. I was telling about how some people hold on for grudges for so long, and they don't know how to. They don't know how to get past that. They don't know how to grow from having grudges. Um, Let me explain myself real quick. I know you got a lot of noise in the background, and I'm going to we're going to work with that as we see fit. Um, so, for instance, there's some family members that might, they might have animosity about another family member, you know, and something that they've done, years ago, and they hold these grudges, and which is unfortunate. I mean, it's something that happens, and we sometimes we have to allow people to feel. But um, the thing is that when we hold grudges for a long period of time, when it really shouldn't even be like that. Like, we have to learn as people how not to hold grudges. My kids, for an example, my daughter. I was saying that my daughter, out of everybody, I see her the most. I talk to her the most. And sometimes I think sometimes my kids, my boys say, yeah, Dad, I forgive you for everything. But when you say you forgive somebody, you can see in their actions. Am I right or wrong? And so, if you forgive somebody, then you would, reach out, whatever, show that love. And even when that, you make a phone call, but when you don't call, he's like, I don't give two craps about you. And so that's just basically holding grudges. And so, what do you think about that? How do you feel about that? Do you have anything on that holding grudges? I'll unmute you.
Wow. As far as holding grudges, I try not to do that. I try not to hold grudges or anything like that. Um, and I try to let people make their amends with me because I know, people do fall short. People, let people, I learned to forgive, and I also allow people to find forgiveness within me because I don't like to get lessen anybody's blessings.
Yeah. But do you know that? Do you know that some people hold grudges for years? Like, there's people out here that hold grudges for years. Oh man, I'm not even seeing the comments. Hold on 1 second. Oh man, what's up, Nita? Hey, Mama Rhonda. Let me put this stuff up, yo. I'm so sorry. I just went into a whole nother zone. Let me just put up this stuff here and connect you guys in the conversation. I apologize. Um, Nita says, "Hey, Mo and Sparkle." Um,
Right?
okay, no problem. TK, what does TKU mean? I don't know what that means. Take care of yourself. I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah, they said you was in the dark, and she says, "Oh, now it's much better." Got you. Yeah. So there's a
dog.
lot of people that hold grudges. There's a lot of people that hold grudges, and until we can get past that. Oh, thank you. Okay. Until we can get past those things, we're not going to be able to go forward. You know, um, Rhonda has a lot of background stuff going on, so I might have to switch up this program and do something a little bit different. Just because I want to. This is an important conversation, and she keeps disappearing. Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, what we're going to do. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have any people in your family that have held grudges for a long time,
Um, to
or
be
do you have any
honest,
friends?
to be honest with you, I wouldn't know because um, if I get that aura that they're just not reciprocating, um, whatever. happen between us, either whether I'm apologizing to them or they're apologizing to me, I just let it go. So I really don't let it rent space in my head. So to answer that,
But
whether or not
you keep a space between. You
right
keep a
to
space.
right to realize whether or not they're holding a grudge or not, I wouldn't know because I don't pay it no mind. And if they are, that's on them. I'm okay with me. I mean, I don't need nobody to validate who I am. And um, my thing is that when you make amends to people and you know, go to them and be held accountable for your wrongs, it's up to them whether or not they want to accept it. But as long as you left it with them, so be it. Because at the end of the day, you only got to meet one maker, and that's on Judgment Day, and that's God.
Yeah. No, that.
Everybody's not going to accept. Everybody is not going to accept the things that you've done, and everybody's not going to
Be as
want
forgiving.
to forgive, or everybody's not in that place. But as long as you're comfortable knowing that you took that extra um, yard to go out there and say, listen, I apologize. That's all that matters. That's all that, I'm sorry, that's all that should matter.
Yeah.
That's it. You're not responsible for nobody but yourself. You're not responsible for nobody else's emotions or anything. It's a feeling, and that too shall pass. And if not, oh well, people are in your life for a reason or a season. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I get it. I had I have a couple of people that write in and say, um, uh, so I got an email from Vicky. Vicky says, my mother has not let me forget about the things that I've done to her in my addiction, and I feel like she's condemning me again.
Mm. Mm.
So what do we do in a situation like that?
Nothing. Nothing. You
Yeah.
can't do nothing. You have to allow that person to stay with their feelings. If that's their feelings, that's their feelings. You have no control over nobody else but you. As long as you made that conscious decision to go ahead and say, yo, I know I did you wrong.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right. But
That is all. That's it.
but
That
I
means that's it. That's it.
yeah, but
That's it.
I think that I think that uh the part about you know that it's her mother. You know what I mean? That's real serious because it's her mother. You
And,
know, that's doing that, and it's a little bit different when it's your mother,
but
right? Because I think that you're gonna have to make a choice somewhere down the road. Do you? So a lot of times you don't. We don't. When you put yourself in the situation and you're around these people and you allow them to continuously say things about to you. Hey, what's up, Sharif? How you doing over there on Facebook? Sharif Jones, shout out to you. Um, when you go to Thanksgiving or you go to Christmas holidays, they feel this way about you. So, what do you do in those kind of situations when you know that when you go to where your mother lives at, you know that she hasn't forgiven you for what you've done? You
you
know,
know, mm,
that's deep.
I look at it like this sometimes. the person themselves, you know, through the mess also, they might have said things and did things. Maybe they're not comfortable with what they've done. And they're not able to make amends with themselves. So that's why they cannot make amends with you. Because it would say, accept the responsibility of the part that they played also. Some
Right.
people are not able to deal with that either.
Right.
That
Right.
sometimes they just might have played a part. And
Yeah.
if they did, they might not want to face that. So then ask yourself, is it me or is it them?
Yeah.
That's why I say you have to be able to not let anybody hold you hostage. Because
Right.
that's what it is. They're holding you hostage. They're trying to hold you hostage for something you've done. They're trying to keep you in a place that you moved on from. And uh, only you can allow them to do that. If you're not willing to be held hostage, baby, move on. Move on.
Yeah.
Move on.
But the thing is how do you move on from your mother?
Let me tell you something, right? I look at it like this. Like they say, people are in your life for a reason or a season, right? And me, that's why they call me Mama Rhonda. Because I tell her like it is. Just because you was dealt those cards don't mean you have to play the game. Okay, that is your mother.
Hmm.
You have to love her. You have to respect her. There's nothing in this world that says you have to like her or accept anything from that person that makes you uncomfortable. I'm sorry. And that goes to anybody in my life that makes me uncomfortable. Because at the end of the day, my life begins and ends with it begins and it's going to end with me. You understand?
Well, we also got to be. You also got to step out of
I
the box, and you also got to step out of the box and look at the box. If
I
you know what
get
I mean,
it.
because that's also a problem. And
No,
for the
I
person,
you
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying to you is this. So the person that is the person that is the recovering addict that is just trying to change his life around, doing something different. They have to do things the right way too as well. They can't just be having the same behaviors. You know, and but you have to. I think both parties have to understand that there was a sickness that ran through
mm,
that person's body, and also being that you're the parent, you are going to get sick too because that's your child.
yes.
So um, this young lady emailed me, and she was telling me some stories, and I have another guy, a guy emailed me and said, he said, what point do you give up after making amends? And I think we answered that, right?
When it harms you. That's why they say when you make amends when it will not harm you or others that you have harmed. See, that's why that's what I'm trying to say. Is that when it be if it's gonna harm you or it's gonna harm them, you just gotta let it lie. Because maybe that's what I'm trying to say. You cannot make nobody be where you want them to be. That's putting an expectation on somebody they cannot meet. That's your expectation. And if you do that, you're going to fall short every time. Because no matter what, you're still left with you. So what are you going to do? Stay there and dwell on that one person? You already been beat down.
Mm-hmm.
You already been broken down. You're trying to rebuild yourself and move on. And if that person is not going to allow you to do that, then maybe you got to be the bigger person and say, well, you know what? I know I made
Hey,
bad
Tanya.
bad choices, but today that's not who I am.
Right.
That is not who I am today. And if that person is not willing to accept that, there is nothing you can do. There is nothing in this God willing earth that you can do to make somebody be something or embrace you in some way that they just don't want to do. Maybe you have burned your bridges, but if you burn them bridges, what do? Stay stuck and never move on? No. You still got to keep moving on and say, you know, dang, I messed up that bad that that person is not willing to accept the wrong that I have done to them. That's why. That's why in the rules and the 12 steps it says, if it will not harm you or them, you
Yeah.
got to
No.
know you got to know what you know when you know. And sometimes you just got to know, you know what? I tried.
Yeah.
I just got to move on. That person's not ready and they may never be ready to let you back in. But that don't mean keep closing all the other doors that are open. No, there's 1,000 more that are open and more other people that are willing to allow you to show them who you are today. I'm just saying, even if it is your mom,
Yeah. No. I get it. No, and that makes a lot of sense. You know. But like I said, there's a lot of people that hold on to these grudges, and to me, I think that they're just gonna, they're gonna kill themselves by, you
festering,
know, festering
right?
grudges and stuff like that. So, it's a
They're
crazy world we
lost.
live in, man. Thank God that my kids are, you know, are very forgiving, and like I said, the boys, they're a different breed. They don't come and say, they're not as passionate as my daughter. My daughter's passionate. I can see the passion and the love she has for her father, and that's why I love her so much. And I'm not saying I don't love my other kids, but you know, when you totally let the grudges go away and you let the wall down, you'd be surprised. You might say, "Wow, look at who this person is," and you might see something. You say, "Okay, well, you know what? Wow, he went through that, but he made it through this,
Hmm.
and he's still here, and he survived it." You know, um, the epidemic that would hit our communities. A lot of people didn't make it. A lot of people didn't make it.
A
Um,
lot of people didn't want to come back from.
yeah,
Take a big person. Take a big person and come back and say, "Yo, listen, check it out. I just don't want to live that way no more."
yeah. Now, when you actually, and it's funny that you said that. It takes a real strong person to come back. It takes a real strong person to come back. And
So you don't need nobody else to dig you no more deeper. I'm sorry. You
That's it.
just don't.
That's
Mm.
it. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a very deep, situation conversation. About holding these grudges. It's a common thing. Um, look at these kids out here nowadays. They're killing each other. For things that don't even make sense. Holding grudges.
Yes.
Holding grudges. We have to learn how to just, you know, um, to let things go. Let it go.
Mm.
You got it?
Yeah.
Right. That's your headphones looking. Okay. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. All right. So, like I said, the young people out here today are doing things, crazy, not even thinking and focusing on what they want to do. But what they do is they're able to pick up a gun and go take somebody's life. You know, it's just a crazy thing that's happening. And like I said, every day, I can come on this live and tell everybody about everything that's going on in New York City, but it won't be a happy thing. It won't be a happy thing. It'll be something that you'll probably be like, man, does it ever stop? You
Mm.
know. So listen, I would just say to people, just don't hold grudges. If somebody does something to you and you don't like what they did, speak to them. Let them know what they did. You don't have to say something right then and there. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some time so you can gather the words together. Because a lot of times when we jump into certain things, it turns out terribly bad. You know what I'm saying? Just jumping into it and you're reacting instead of responding. And I just believe that it's better to respond than to react. You know, um, I have been through many struggles in my life. And I'm telling you, like this face that you see here is light skin or brown skin or whatever, but it's been scraped on the floor. Okay, it's been scraped on the floor, and to the point of where I have zero tolerance when it comes down to, a lot of people's, uh, you know, uh, a lot of people's stuff. I don't have the time, and I don't have the patience. You know what I mean? And so I try not to hold grudge. Actually, I don't hold grudges. If somebody is in my life that you've done something that I don't like, then I need to give you a break for a minute. I need to give you a break because you don't. For me, I know that I'm going to curse you out. Okay, I'm going to curse you out, and I've learned how to control I've learned how to control myself to a certain degree, but I'm not all the way there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not all the way there yet. I still have, it's still a work in progress that has to be done. You know, but the things that I'm doing now, the stuff that I'm doing with you, this platform that we're doing, all this historical videos that we're doing, down the road, it's going to be something to look back to or look back on and say, I actually, this is how I actually um, vented. This is how I handled my situation instead of reacting and causing myself to be in more of a problem, because grudges can take you to jail too,
Mm.
grudges can take you to jail. All right.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it.
It can take you to jail. And if you don't focus on your emotions and your reactions and your actions, you're gonna wind up behind a cell or you just gonna wind up in the crazy house. What's up? Step your shirt up. I am unlimited is in the building today.
Hey,
Um,
hey,
yeah. So
hey, how you doing?
yeah. So I mean, again, this is important, guys. If if you don't hear nothing that I have to say this. I mean, understand this and understand that if there's somebody out there that you have been angry with for a long time, don't you think it's about time that you guys piece it up? Don't you think it's about time that we end the problem? You know, sometimes you don't have to. Just like Rhonda says, you don't have to keep yourself in that. And if someone's putting you down or making you feel less than, you know, you don't have to. You have a choice. You don't have to be around them, right? But you can actually, still engage, but you don't have to be around them. And when you talk to them, you don't have to have an attitude either.
It's all about respect.
Because right? Because what happens is if you come with that energy, it's taking from you.
Yes.
It's taking from you. I'm talking to you, young people. I'm talking to you, young people out there, because a lot of y'all say I don't have a father. I grew up without a father, and that's your excuse. I grew up without a father. Okay, I had to go out there and learn and do things and figure it out on my own. Okay, and so I'm thankful that I had enough strength to come out of what I was in and able to be here today speaking. So I don't, I love the validations that people give me, but I really don't need it because I love myself. Is that true, Rhonda? We gotta love ourselves, right?
That's right. That's
And if we
right.
don't love it, and if we don't love ourselves, then
You can't love nobody else.
can't love nobody else. And what's going to happen if you keep not loving yourself? You're going to go deep into a depression, deep into a depression, right? And so, therefore, I lost my brother in 2018, right? I lost my brother in 2018, and I had not speaking to him for a long time. And I said, you know what? Let me stop doing this. So I started reaching out to him more, just reaching out, reaching out. Hey, brother, I need help with this. Hey, brother, it may have been me asking, but I was reaching out, reaching out. I need help. I need help. I need help. And he reciprocated by giving me that information. And I was humble. I didn't get smart with him.
Mm.
I didn't talk smart to him and think that I knew everything and he knew nothing. I knew it all. I learned to listen and listen to learn. And that's
Mm.
the problem with these people. The world today is that, you know, nobody feels that they can get information from somebody else. What do you think, Rhonda?
You hit it right on the nose. Like, that's the problem. A lot of people want to be um, heard, but are they really listening? You know, you got to be listening to be heard. You know, it takes two to have a conversation, not one.
Yeah,
And it's very important that you just listen sometimes. Because you could be missing a very important message.
yeah, no, it's a fact. It's a fact. You know, um, I have some family members that have, have done things to me in the past, and I, I don't hold a grudge. I just know that I cannot be around you because
Mm-mm.
you're not you're not focusing on what you do and you're not focusing on the reality of life, and so shout out to my cousins out there in Jersey. One day we'll come back together and we'll communicate, But at this point now, I think that it's best that I just. Sometimes when you stay away, people realize what they lost. You know, but then some people don't even realize what they lost, and they just keep going on about their life, and then that means you have to go on about your life.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean that's basically it. I don't want to keep going on and on about it. I just want to bring light to those kind of situations, and
I'm gonna fuck you up, amazing. Get
just
out that
want to
back.
send out some blessings to everybody out there.
Yeah, I know it's saying what's
We're
in
gonna
your
we're
mouth.
gonna come back. We're gonna come back, and we're going to do another show on Wednesday. But again, I just wanted to speak about grudges and stuff like that. I'll see you guys in the morning time when I come on um, with my morning show. For those who are paying attention or that's up, um, so I hope everybody got something out of this grudges thing. I hope that somebody understands about grudges. And I hope that we holding grudges, holding animosity, just holding on to things. That holding on to things that you should let go. So anyway, is what it is. Hey, Mama Rhonda, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna take a back seat today, and we'll go back Wednesday. We're gonna have some guests coming on Wednesday. Thomas Blackwell, Tom B from Yonkers will be on. We got
Okay.
Donald Johnson. He'll be on.
Okay.
Um, and then we'll
Good.
have, and then they're going to talk about Yonkers. They're going to talk about their business and how they've grown and they're doing things. They went from having a hard life to changing their life.
All
And
right.
see that's we want to talk about their success stories. Donnie has a concrete laying business, and Thomas has a club that he's opening up along with a clothing line.
Okay.
So we just wish them the utmost blessings on their dream. Remember, if you're on Facebook, everybody, I would just ask you to go over to YouTube, right? Okay. It's not that I don't really. It's not that I have a problem with Facebook. Is that I have a problem with Facebook,
Mm.
and I want all you guys to move over to YouTube, right? And it's not for anything else but just so we can be in one place, because then we can interact, we can do things, we can have trips, we can do this and we can do that. I got shirts here. I'm going to be setting all this stuff up soon, so just stand by for that. Mama Rhonda, how was your day today? Let me ask you, because I see you in a situation, you got the kids with you. How
I
was your
had a
day?
great I had a great day, a wonderful day. I'm spending the day with the family.
Right.
Um, you know, it, it, any day that I'm above ground is a wonderful day for me. I always say it, even with it, the nooks and crannies and the struggles or whatever. I'm just blessed to be here and amongst everybody and able to just, you know, come on the show and hang out with you guys. I mean, I really look forward to every time the show comes, you know, because we've grown to be a family, the connections that we have with our viewers, and, the input, I learn something every day, and
It's a blessing.
I'm just loving it.
It's a blessing. And
I'm grateful.
be grateful. So today was great for you. You woke up, and that was a blessing. And you started your day. Did you help anybody today in anything?
Sure, I try to do that every day. If not a few people, at least one, you know. even if it's just lending an ear or helping somebody across the street or giving directions. You know, help comes in many forms, shapes, and fashions. You know,
Right, right, right.
that's just what it's about. You know, just being able to help your fellow peers or your fellow um people at your job or just the people your fellow neighbor. You know, just fellowship. You know, because I learned my own head is the craziest place to be. I'd rather be inside of all you guys' head versus my own head any given day. Any day.
Yeah, well, you may not know this, but inside your head there's a lot of wisdom. And and a lot of us, we go through a lot of confusion sometimes, but it's really not as hard as you think it is. You know what I mean? Even though it is somewhat difficult, I think that sometimes we just need somebody to lift us up, somebody to validate us, somebody to speak to, talk to,
Yes,
communicate with, and I think that makes all the difference.
definitely.
There's a lot more needed, but it's just that's a lot more work. And if you want to work that out, then you have to be ready to work it out and have the patience and to work it out. So you know I want to say what's up to Tanya Carter. She just chimed in. Sharif Jones chimed in. Nita, thank you for stopping by. um, Sparkle, thanks for stopping by. Step Your Shirt In.
Hey,
I
Sparkle.
Am Limited, Tony Roan, thank you for stopping by. This is an hour show today. We're going to be short today. All right. Anything closing for you want to say, Rhonda?
As always, it's a pleasure. I love coming every day on here because, this is a family. I don't even look at it as a show. This is my family. Every time I come on this show, I'm with family. All I did was, followed up with the week or whatever, the couple of days with my family.
I know that's right.
That's all that is.
I know that's right. And so that is it's just a blessing having you here and being around us and giving us your insight. I just want to let you guys know that we have these shirts, Bamboo and Friend, like it really is. The fist stands for power, and
Mm,
for power.
ain't you
So,
wrong?
we're gonna be doing some things, and we're gonna do some giveaways. We got it here, y'all. Also, let me just let you know something. Going to the days of live shows for this, like it really is, with Bamboo and Friends. I think it's best that I just edit all the shows and put them up because it comes out so much differently. It has so much flavor. But then, every once in a while I'll do a show like this. But I think that the shows look so much better edited. Now, if you guys can go back to that show that Young Dolph and Versus and Stephanie Mills and if you saw it once, go back and check it out again because there's we put different stuff in there, so it's probably even more funnier when we do stuff like that. All right. So listen, I'll see you guys at 8 o'clock in the morning for the morning buzz with Bamboo. If you are coming into the Manhattan area and you need a bike, you want to have a bike tour, hit me up at MODEBTIF at yahoo.com. That's MoDevTiff at yahoo.com. Um, we got merch here. If you want merch, let us know. And special love and shout out to my daughter Tiffany. Love you. D
Love you,
Queen,
Tiffany.
yeah. And look who just showed up. D Queen. Hello, Bamboo and Mama Rhonda. Great show and topic. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate you so
Wave.
very much.
Love
Um,
you, D.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know, Rhonda, I mean, give them something they could leave with.
Like I said, as always, when you leave out of here, leave with something. You know, um, because every day is a new day, and you can start it any way you want to start it. You know, it don't have to turn out the way that it began. You can change your day around any day that you want to. And just for the topic today, anybody that's out there that's feeling like, somebody's just not allowing giving you peace when you try to apologize or come back in their life, listen, keep moving, because it's about you today. And if you making a change and you made that change, keep changing and keep stepping and keep going. You're gonna stomp on a couple of people down and whatever. As long as you're happy and you're comfortable, you know, starts and end with you. That's
That's
it.
a fact. And on that note, listen, this is like it really is with Bamboo and friends. I'm Bamboo, and that's
I'm around.
Rhonda, and we out of here, yo.
We out. Love you. Auntie Queen. Hey. Moments, oh, sparkle was in the house.